Most atheist voices are European, white, male, but our voices matter too. Most of us Black people, Africans, women, we need to speak up and say this religion was not ours. It did not belong to us. It was given to us, and we have every right to question it. As a middle-aged African woman, I know how rare it is to see someone like myself publicly saying, I don't believe in God. Hello everyone. If you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you have been here from the beginning, thank you for sticking around. Today I want to reintroduce myself to tell you once again why I started this channel and why I am an atheist. But not just any atheist. I am an African, middle-aged woman who no longer believes in God. And that, in our world, is still seen as a rare and dangerous thing. Some people think it is jokes. Some people think it is a phase. Some say it is impossible to be African and an atheist. But I say, why not? You see, I was born into Christianity. And like many Africans, I didn't choose it. It was handed down to me through colonization, trade, and in some cases, violence disguised as salvation. Christianity was not originally ours. Neither was Islam. These Abrahamic religions were imported to our shores, along with slavery, conquest, and control. And yet today we defend them as though they are part of our DNA. In fact, some Africans don't even recognize that these religions, Christianity and Islam, are foreign to us. They were brought to Africa. They were never originally African at all. I believed, I prayed, I fasted, I gave offerings, I gave tithes. I lived in fear of hell and the hope of heaven. In fact, I had more of a fear of hell than a hope of heaven, because the focus really was on not going to hell to burn. But none of it ever truly made sense. None of it ever really connected with me or my logic. My sons, two of them, they figured it out even before I did. Unlike me, who the religion was passed on to as a child, my two boys figured it out. They never believed in a God. Not because I told them not to, but because even as children, they could see the contradictions, the violence in the stories, the confusion. My child was 9 years old when he came to me and told me, Mom, I don't want to be a Christian anymore. I panicked. And when I asked him why not, now bear in mind that my 9-year-old son at the time, he is autistic. Try telling an autistic child that God loves you, but he died for you. He died a horrific death to save you. All of this he did because he loves you. It didn't make sense to him. He could not put together violence and love. It just did not compute for him. And so he struggled. So can you imagine? He was 9 years old and yet he figured it out. So now I look at my two boys and I am so proud of them. They are free from fear and free from guilt, free to think for themselves. As a middle-aged African woman, I know how rare it is to see someone like myself publicly saying, I don't believe in God. Most atheist voices are European, white, male, but our voices matter too. Most of us Black people, Africans, women, we need to speak up and say this religion was not ours. It did not belong to us. It was given to us, and we have every right to question it. Jesus and Allah, these gods belonged in the Middle East, should never have been brought to our shores. Religion isn't just a belief. It shapes politics, education, relationships, sex, and even how we parent. It changes people's religions, changes people's identities, changes people's cultures. And this is what these religions have done to us. In Africa, religion is often used to silence us, to control women, to justify abuse, and keep us poor while pastors get rich. We must challenge this. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? If the God of Jesus, the Jesus religion or the Islamic religion, really wanted us in Africa to know about them, they would have told us about themselves. They would not have needed people like the missionaries and the tradesmen to come along and bring their religion to us. They would have found a way to get it to us by themselves. But the fact that they didn't do that, it was humans like me and you who brought this religion over to our side of the world. No. They should have kept these religions to themselves in the Middle East. So ask yourself, where did the belief come from? Was it truly ours? Or was it handed down to us by those who wanted to control us? You think that the people who colonized us, if they had the avenue to continue to enslave us, you think they wouldn't have done that? You think that the religion that they gave you, the religion that the oppressor gave you, will somehow bring you some freedom? You think so? I don't think so. I am an atheist because I finally gave myself permission to think. I am an atheist because I believe in truth, in love, in justice, not fear. I am an atheist because I want a better world for my children. One not built on superstition, but on reason, compassion, and freedom. And if you are African and you are starting to ask questions, you are not alone. This channel is here for you. Let us talk. Let us question. Let's decolonize our minds from these Abrahamic Middle Eastern religions. So thank you for listening. I hope to come again with many more videos, just inspiring more and more people to start to question and challenge why they believe what they believe. Is there sufficient evidence or reason to believe what they believe? And if they finally realize that there really wasn't sufficient evidence, because a lot of Africans were indoctrinated from quite a very young age into whatever religions, Christianity, Islam, all the rest, right? When you finally get to that point, to have the confidence to say, I don't believe. It's your journey, it is your life, and it is your reality. You take control of that like I did. I don't promise heaven. I don't promise that everything will just magically become rosy and dandy. No, but at least you are rest assured that heaven and hell, these are just made up concepts. These are just people trying to feel good about whatever they believe and hoping that there is something after death. There really is nothing. Well, so far so good that we can see. Because when people die, they stay dead. So, well, thank you for listening, and I will catch you in the next video.